When the Intelligent Stitch Regulator foot is plugged in, the ISR screen will display. This is the screen where you will choose which quilting mode you'd like to use. There are 3 to choose from: intermittent, continuous, and basting. Depending on the thickness of the layers of your quilting project, it is important to be able to adjust the height of your presser foot when free motion quilting. Brother has you covered. Towards the bottom right of the screen, there is an icon of the profile view of the ISR foot with an arrow representing the distance from the bed of the machine. To the right of that icon are plus and minus keys, which allow you to raise or lower the foot. This allows you to adjust the foot based on the thickness of the project that you're quilting. It is important to note that you won't be able to see the foot adjustment until the machine begins stitching. Now let's look at the advanced options for your quilting. In the top left of the screen, there is an icon that you may be familiar with. This is the guideline key. Press the guideline key to open the guideline menu. To turn the guideline on or off, touch the toggle key at the top of this menu. There are 2 tabs, Main and Sub. The Main tab is the Sew Straight Laser Vision Guide, the Stitch Vision technology. On this page, you have the option to change the shape of the main guideline. Options include a line, a drop light for needle position, and a new shape, the crosshair. We can now have long, medium, or short, and best of all, the guideline now extends behind the presser foot by 2 inches. This will help with the accuracy of your quilting. Another exciting addition to the guideline attributes is the addition of new color choices. There are now 16 different color options. Gone are the days of choosing only red, green, or white. You can now select a color that shows up best on whatever shade of fabric you have under the needle. Two additional options are found on the main guidelines page: main guideline position and guideline flip. These work just as they have on the Luminaire and Stellaire machines. You can move your guideline front or back, left or right, and you can flip the guideline based on your sewing needs. Now let's look at the sub-guideline menu. There are still the options of a straight sub-guideline, angled guidelines with the addition of more angle degrees, and a grid. But there are 2 new sub-guideline options you can use to elevate your free motion quilting experience: cross-hatching and echo or circular guidelines. All of the guideline options under this menu allow for adjustment of size, distance, and color. Again, 16 color options. Let's take a look at each of the new guideline options up close. The cross-hatching guideline projects a cross-hatch grid onto the bed of the machine. The grid spacing can be adjusted, and you can choose one of the 16 different colors. I have placed a piece of white fabric underneath the needle, and I'm going to change my color to pink or fuchsia. You must close the color menu before adjusting any of the other attributes. Cross-hatching is great for straight line quilting projects such as placemats, bags, pillow covers, or table runners. It would also make a great stitching guide for quilting stitch in the ditch projects. The circular echo guidelines work the same way and can also be adjusted. This gives us the ability to adjust the spacing of the echo guidelines to make them larger than the diameter of the echo quilting foot. Let's change the color to blue. These guidelines are great for quilting projects with curved pieces or applique blocks. You can set the size to follow pieced quilt blocks, applique shaped, a pre-stitched embroidery design, or even a pre-printed design on a panel of fabric. You'll be able to use and select guidelines to match your project or various parts of your project. You'll have the option to adjust the spacing between lines of your quilting stitches, and finally, having 16 different color choices allows you to quilt on virtually any color project with ease. Thank you for joining me. We're excited to see where the Intelligent Stitch Regulator takes your quilting experience.